All right, for this lesson, you're going to need this paper. You're going to need a ruler or some kind of straight edge. I'm going to be using actually index card because the ruler kind of gets in the way, and a pencil. All right, so if you need to get that at that time, go ahead and pause this video. So push pause right now and get the rulers. If you're in class, this video is being made for my in-class and my virtual kids because I will be out. My in-class kids, please pause this video and pass out the rulers and push play when everyone has a ruler. All right, so everyone should have a ruler by now. Put your name on the paper, of course. I'm going to put Key because it's my answer key, but you're going to put your name. We're going to look at dilations. A couple things we're going to remember about dilations is dilations enlarge or reduce. In my scale factor, is K, is the letter K. All right. My scale factor, if my scale factor is between 0 and 1, it's going to reduce. Sorry, that's my phone going off. Versus if my scale factor is bigger than 1, it's going to enlarge. It's going to get bigger. And that kind of helps us just to remember a little bit. Let me put my phone on silent. All right. So with those notes at the top, we should have that written down. Let's look at number 1. So I'm going to zoom in so we can see it really well. Hopefully you got those notes. All right. So x is -3, 1. So we're going to start by plotting our points. -3, 1. I'm going to put the letter X. -1, 2. So I'm going to go -1 and then up 2. Put a Y. And 2, 1. And put a Z. And I am going to play connect the dots. So, using your ruler, I want you to connect those dots. Give everybody a little bit of time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have a scale factor of 2. Okay, our scale factor 2. So I know it's going to enlarge. I know it's going to get bigger. It's going to enlarge because it is bigger than 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of those points and I'm going to multiply it times 2. So I'm going to take x, and it's going to become x prime. I'm going to multiply it times 2. So -3 times 2 is -6. 1 times 2 is 2. So -6, 2 will be the next point. Then we're going to do our y prime. -1 times 2 is -2. 2 times 2 is 4. Then I'm going to take my z prime. 2 times my scale factor 2 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Those are my 3 new points. So then we're going to plot those points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. And so that's my new z. It's important that we label our points. Y prime is 1 to -2, +4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And z prime is 4, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And again, I'm going to play connect the points. So I'll give you a little extra time if you needed it. All right. So I'm going to connect the points. All right, so there's our new points. All right, let's move on to number 2. We have a scale factor of 1/2. So is it larger than 1? No. Is it greater than 0 but less than 1? Sure. So this is going to be a reduction. So I'm going to plot these points. So here is my origin. I need to look where my axis. It's not always going to be nice and pretty in the middle. Sometimes it's going to be off a little bit. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 1, 2. Label my points. B is going to be 1, 2, negative 2. C is going to be 6, negative 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And D is negative 2, negative 12. And I'm going to connect the points. So go ahead, when you get those drawn, connect your points. All right, you should have them drawn and connected. I paused mine so I could do mine. All right, so now we're going to take each of these points. I'm going to take A prime. I'm going to write a little smaller because I know I'm going to have to fit 4 points this time. So I'm going to do negative 6 times 1/2. That's the same as doing half of negative 6. What is half of negative 6? Negative 3. What is half of negative 2? Negative 1. I'm going to do my B prime. half of 2 is 1. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. C prime. Half of 6 is 3. Half of negative 12 is negative 6. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Half of negative 12 is negative 6. So now I'm going to plot those points. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, negative 1 is A prime. 1, negative 1 is B prime. 3, negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is C prime. And negative 1, negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is D prime. Okay. And I'm going to connect those points. Okay, I'm going to pause it so that if you need to keep copying, but once you've got them down, you need to connect your points. Give you a minute to get that done. All right, so hopefully you got that done. All right, let's look at number 3. Okay, so I want you right now to talk to your partner. I want you to decide, is number 3 a reduction? Is it going to reduce or is it going to enlarge? And I'm going to give you 20 seconds to get that done. So 20 seconds starts now. All right, so hopefully we made a decision. So let's see. 1/4 is not bigger than 1. It's less than 1. So it is a reduce. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot our 4 points. 8, 12. Here is our origin. So that's where we start. So I'm going to go over 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to label that F. 12, 4. So I'm going to go over 12. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is my G. And then my H is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then up 4. Put a dot. All right, next thing we need to do is connect those dots. So again, I'm going to freeze my screen and I'm going to connect my dots. You need to be connecting your dots also. I want to remind you that just because those of you that are here in class, that even though there is a sub here, that you should be doing this. You should not be talking. So hopefully we're not having that issue. All right, there's my triangle when I draw. All right, so now I'm going to do 1/4. So I'm going to start with my F prime. So 1/4 of 8, okay? So that means I'm going to take, and I'm right here at the top, 1/4 times 8. Top times top, bottom times bottom. It's the same as dividing by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 4 divided by 4 is 1. H prime. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So those are my 3 new points. My 3 new points. All right, so I'm going to plot those points. Again, I'm going to find my origin. Here's my origin. I'm going to go over 2, up 3, and that is my new F prime. G prime, so I'm going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1, G prime. And then my H prime is over 2, up 1. And it made a really small little triangle. I'm not even going to use a ruler to connect those dots. Alrighty. Alright, number 4. What I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and I want you and your partner together to do number 4. Before we begin, let's talk about 3. Is that going to be an enlargement or a reduction? And it's going to be an enlarge. I know that my figure is going to get bigger. So first thing I want you to do is I want you and your partner to plot those 4 points and connect the dots. Those of you that are in class, I want you to pause the video, give a couple minutes, not too long, for students to get those plots pointed. And when you're done, I want you to push play, and we're going to check and see how y'all did on plotting the points. All right, so hopefully you pushed play, and now the answers are up there. First question I want you to ask yourself is, did I plot those points right? If not, let's fix it right now. I want you to erase and fix those 4 points. Second question I want you to ask is, did I connect my dots? If yes, good job. Next is, did I label my points? Did I label that M, that N, that O, that P? All right. So next thing I want you to do is I want you to find what my new 4 coordinates are going to be. Okay, so I'm actually going to write mine out to the side. I'm going to actually find out what my M prime is going to be, my N prime is going to be, my O prime, and my P prime. What are those 4 points going to be, my new points? And I want you to pause the video, and I want to push play when you have the answers. Those of you that are virtual, when you have the answers. Those of you in class, the sub's going to give you a couple minutes, and then she's going to push play after it looks like the majority of you are finished. So I want you to go ahead at this point and push pause and work that problem. All right, there's my 4 new points. I should have multiplied both my x and then my y value by 3 to get new coordinates. Did you get all 4 of them right? Hopefully. If not, erase and fix. Also look and say, how did I miss that? Did I multiply wrong? Did I read the problem wrong? So now what I want you to do is I want you to plot those new 4 points on your paper. Now before we do it, it should look just like this figure, but bigger. It's like we're taking it on a copy machine and making this picture a little bigger. So it should look very similar to this. So I want you to push pause and push play once you've had a chance to do this. All right, there's my new figure. Does mine match yours? Did you get the 4 points correct? Ooh, I see I didn't label one of them. M, N. I didn't, nope. That's my N. This is my M. Ooh, glad I caught that. Are all 4 of your points labeled? If not, let's fix it. Go ahead and fix it at this time. All right, let's go on to number 5. Is this going to be an enlarge or a reduce? It's going to be a reduce. Okay, that is less than 1. I want you to do what I like to call optional partner, meaning you work with your partner. I want you to work by yourself, but only ask your partner if you get stuck or need help. But I want you to go ahead and plot those 3 points. Be sure to label them. Be sure to connect them. And I want y'all to push play after you've done that. All right, this is the figure you should have gotten. If you need to erase and fix it, erase and fix it. Next thing I want you to do is I want you and your partner to figure out your new coordinates, your Q prime, your P prime, and your R prime. Remember, 1/5 is the same as dividing by 5. So I want you to pause the video, and I want you to do this problem. Those of you at home obviously aren't doing this with a partner, but I want you to go ahead and try this. All right, so our new points. So -5 divided by 5 is -1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 0 divided by 5 is just 0. And -5 divided by 5 is -1. So now I'm going to plot those points. So -1, 2. There's my new Q, my Q prime. 1, 2. Be sure I can tell that you've put the prime symbol. Okay. And 0, -1. R prime. I knew it was going to reduce. It looks a lot like that big triangle, just smaller. All right, let's look at number 6. Number 6, it is going to be an enlarge. This is what I want you to do. I want you to do from beginning to end. So I want you to plot the points and label them. I want you to find your new points and plot them. So I want you, this can be done with partners. Let's do some limited partners for those of you that are in class, meaning I want you to try by yourself. But if you get stuck, definitely ask your partner for some help. I want you to pause this video, sub when the majority of the class is done. I want you to push play, and let's see if we got it right or not. All right, there is my my original figure. There is my new points. I didn't plot my new points yet because I didn't want you to get confused with the two figures. And now I'm going to plot my new points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. There's my A prime. 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my B prime. And then 6, negative 3 is my C prime. And there is my new figure. Alright, the next one I want you to do all by yourself, but you're not going to do it all the way. All I want for number 7 are the new points. I don't want you to plot these points. I just want the new points. This is going to be a reduce, so my numbers will get smaller. Alright, and I want you to do it by yourself. So all I want for this one is your J prime, your K prime, and your L prime. So pause the video. When you got those 3, we'll push play and we'll see if we got them right. All right, number 7, 3 divided by 3, or times 1/3, same concept, is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Those are my new points. I want you to do number 8 and 9 by yourself. I don't need them done. This is an enlarge. This is a reduce. So I don't want, I just want the new points. That's all. And what we're going to do is, if you're virtual, I want you to solve those and just hold on to them. Those of you that are in class, I want you to finish those 2 by yourself. And then the sub is going to collect these papers up. All right? So that's what you're doing. You're finishing number 8, number 9, all on your own. I want them done by yourself. All right?